In a small town in Maine, a young boy lived in poverty. His name was Stephen King. Stephen wasn't born into wealth. His father abandoned the family when he was just a child. His mother struggled alone, raising him and his brother with very little money. They lived in tiny rented houses, often without proper heating. Life was hard, and Stephen grew up surrounded by challenges. But there was one thing he loved deeply: writing. Even as a child, Stephen would create scary little stories and share them with his friends. At school, teachers didn't see his talent. Some even told him that his stories were too strange, too dark, and that he should write something normal. But Stephen didn't stop. He worked odd jobs to support himself. In laundries, in gas stations, in factories. Still, every night, after hours of hard labor, he would sit down and write. He believed that maybe, just maybe, one day, his words could mean something. But the world didn't make it easy. Stephen's first major novel, Carrie, was rejected. Not once, not twice, but 30 times. Publishers told him it was terrible. They said it would never sell. Discouraged, Stephen threw the manuscript into the trash can. He gave up on it. But his wife, Tabitha, believed in him. She picked the manuscript out of the garbage and said, "You can't quit now. This story matters." That small act of love changed history. Finally, one publisher gave Carrie a chance. The book sold more than 1 million copies in its first year. It became a cultural phenomenon, and Stephen King's career began. But success didn't erase struggle. For years, Stephen battled alcoholism and drug addiction. He nearly destroyed himself. Yet once again, his family pulled him back. He went through rehab, rebuilt his life, and kept writing. And write, he did. Over the decades, Stephen King wrote more than 70 books. His novels have sold over 350 million copies worldwide. Many have been turned into blockbuster movies and TV shows, from The Shining to IT to Shawshank Redemption. But Stephen never forgot the lessons of his journey. He once said, "You can, you should, and if you're brave enough to start, you will." From a poor boy in Maine who almost gave up, to the king of horror, who inspired millions. Stephen King's story is proof that failure is not the end. Rejection is not the end. It's the test before success. So when life tells you no, remember Stephen King. Pick your dream back out of the trash. And keep going. Because sometimes, the world just needs one person brave enough to believe.